Hey guys, it's Alex. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a cheap and really easy sleeping platform for your SUV or truck. This is what we're working with. This is a 4x8 plywood sheet and it is 23/32, which is almost 3/4 inches. It's pretty durable and it's also been sanded, so it was like, I think it was 35 I think for this sheet. But this will be more than enough for this project. And then we're also using some 2x4s. I think these were like $5 a piece at Lowe's. Something that you guys need to know before you start your build is you got to be thinking about what you want it to look like and how much storage and how much money you have, because those are the three things that determine what type of sleeping platform you want. Qualifiers for this build are that it needs to be cheap and it needs to be really fast to put together. So this is a piece of cardboard that I just cut to size of what I wanted. It's 25 inches wide by 70 inches long. I didn't want the bed platform to take up like the whole SUV, so instead I opted for this. It's not super wide, but it's not like super skinny. Anyway, so, and it's 70 inches long because I'm 5'8", so that'll be a good enough space for me. I also thought that it would be good to have it about 11 inches off the ground here, because I wanted to prioritize storage space and sacrifice for some headroom. This is the cardboard from the side. So as you can see, you know, it comes up mostly to the seat here, not all the way up, and the seat still has some room to move backward and forward. So the seat isn't slammed forward, but if you're taller, then you'll probably need to move the seat or take it out or something like that. But I'm also going to be removing this seat still, but I just haven't done that yet. But this is about the height that I want it, and so it's a pretty good, you know, mock-up using cardboard, because you want to be able to see it. You know, you don't want to just build it and then hate it later. So even if you guys are going to make a full-size bed platform, so that way instead of just the one, it's going to be two, like both, like the whole hatch area. This video will still help you. Let's get to cutting. We're going to be using a couple of basic power tools for the job. This is a small circular saw. That's just to rip the big sections of this plywood sheet. And then we're just going to be using this chop saw over here. And the chop saw will just be for the 2x4s. So here is the plywood in place of the cardboard. So 25 inches fits very well in here. So when you guys are building your bed platforms, and actually just building anything in general, just remember the old adage, measure twice and cut once. So right under here we have our little support beams. I measured with a tape measure under here, you know, how far in, and then how far, you know, from the front. And then I took those measurements and then I put them on paper. Here's my little cheat sheet. Anyway, so we have this little dot, and then what I do is I just take my little punch, and because we just want to get a good fit with the screws. So take another punch, and then this this hammer, and just so just kind of made a little indent. So then the screwdriver bit can get a good grip. So all we do now is get our drill. Looks good. You can kind of see that it's just right on there. So, and then we'll just start with the next one. So another thing that I've been doing is I get a bigger bit, because I want the screws, like the head of the screw, to be recessed. So I get a bigger bit. And then I just drill out like a teeny bit, just enough for the head to go in. So yeah, and it's enough space for the head of the screw. And then I swap bits. There we go. It's all flush. And then let's do the other one. There's another. There it is. There we go. Just like that. All right, here we go. So here's the build. We have a small bed platform with a trimmed twin foam pad. It was like a cheap one at like at Home Depot for like 20 bucks. I also designed it around these totes, so then we can have storage. So it all hinges off of this drawer system. So I was gonna have, you know, two, so there's one there and there, but I ended up going with, well, I noticed that my camp stove was the same size as that one, so I just pulled the drawer out and I'm just gonna use the camp stove instead. So, because it's a great place for it. So anyway, we got this drawer here. It's pretty big. And like I said, everything hinges off of that. So everything's bolted to it. All the supports for the bed platform are mounted on it. We also have this mountain bike fork adapter that mounts to it, as well as that dresser, which I'll get to in a little bit. Oh, and then there's a second tote back there for more storage. And then there's like, you know, some storage around here. I'm gonna have like water and stuff like that. And there's another one on the side. So let's go around to the side. So again, I took out all the back seats, and so that just kind of made this possible. And so here's the dresser thing. So it's all solid. It's mounted in there. It's mounted to the side with these zip ties, which are pretty cheap and easy to do. We have these supports for the dresser. It drills into the drawer system, and then there's a screw and a washer that go into it on both sides. So anyway, it's pretty solid in there. And then we have this strap holding it all in. So that way, if there's a crash, then not everything goes flying forward. So then it keeps everything here, but everything's mounted on it. So I didn't have to drill into the car at all. So even like these are just resting here, but they just are, you know, screwed into the bed platform. The bed platform is pretty light for how big it is, and it's thick too. So let me show you the other side. So here's the other side. This is my toolkit. So it actually fits in here really well. I didn't even plan that, but just slides forward and then can slide out. So lots of space for stuff. There's gonna be a lot going here, maybe like a whole tote or something. And then, you know, just a bunch of junk for for riding and paddle boarding. It's bigger than it seems up there, and it's pretty nice. Oh, and then I cut this edge on the platform, so then it'll be, if I need to get in on the side, I can easily, like, you know, get in and stuff. Otherwise, it would be more difficult. There will be updates on the sleeping platform and drawer system, so what I'm going to do is, after I post those, I'm going to put those in the banners above, so feel free to check those out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll get to them as quick as I can.